I bought this Apple Watch Series 7 little over a year ago, and I've been wearing it since then almost every single day. And this was my first ever smartwatch and Apple Watch for that reason. I'm a person who wears watch as an accessory, so I do own a pair of analog watch as well, and I wear them still to this day just to change things up. So this is my honest thoughts on what it's like to own a smartwatch and how this Series 7 has held up over the past 1 year. I won't go over anything very technical in this video, but at the end of this video I would share why you should skip the Series 8 and get the Series 7 if you're considering an Apple Watch. So first things first, let's get this question out of the way. Do you really need a smartwatch to tell the time? You don't need any accessory for that matter, let it be analog or digital. You can simply pull up your phone these days and that will tell your time. So the question is, why do you need a smartwatch? When the iPhones first came out, some people believed they were pretty useless. Why would you need an iPhone to surf the internet when you can use your laptop and your cell phone to make calls? So when the iPad came out, the same people were saying, why do you need an iPad when you can use your iPhone to make calls and use the same apps and functions? So the time function of a smartwatch is pretty much the same. You don't need a smartwatch to tell the time because it's becoming more and more useless when you have a smartphone in your pocket which tells you the exact time. So watch is more of an accessory these days, and Apple Watch can be considered the same, but it also has some utilities. So you can have different watch faces and different bands to match your clothes. But at the end of the day, it's still a wearable which you can get more use out of. There are some simple ways how it can improve your life, which I will talk later on in this video. And some people complain about the fact having to charge an extra device. I usually charge my watch when I go to the shower or get ready in the morning, and I have not seen any degradation over 1 year. In less than an hour's worth of charge, I easily get 24 hours of usage from this. So I have the 41mm Apple Watch Series 7 Cellular Edition in the midnight black finish and a couple of bands to go with it. Even though it's cellular, I have not used a SIM card in this, mainly because I didn't need to, but it's good to have the option. So I'll go over some of the ways how I use my watch and how I think it has improved some aspects of my life. For me, the number one reason I use an Apple Watch is mainly for fitness and the health aspect of it. So I use the watch to track my workouts and also track my calories. It can tell your active calories during each workout and end of each day your overall calories spent for that day. The health aspect of it has more than just tracking your calories. I think any Fitband can do that. This does some minor things like alerting you if you're in a loud environment, if your heartbeat is above normal than usual, so you can reevaluate your environment or the activity you're doing. And the other way how I utilize this watch is by using it for sleep tracking. Even though initially I didn't wear it to sleep, I've been doing it over the past few months. You can track your sleep quality. I don't know if you're a fitness nerd like me. If you're into fitness, you know sleep is an important part of your recovery. So I like seeing all the data related to my sleep quality. So I'm into this data they show in the health app. It shows how long you were in bed, how long you were asleep, what is the duration of your deep sleep, REM sleep, and overall your sleep quality. So if you're having a poor sleep quality, at least you can make it better the next time, or at least you would know why you're tired the next day. So this might be one of my favorite features of all. You know how we always miss our phone somewhere in the house, or you leave it somewhere in your room and you can't find it? The Apple Watch has a feature where you can find your iPhone using a ringer. So you simply tap it. My favorite feature. And my next favorite feature is using your Apple Watch as a camera remote. So the Apple Watch has a camera remote app where you can mirror your iPhone's camera, both front and back. So you can start or pause recording using your Apple Watch. So this is very handy if I'm recording a reel or a workout, anything using my phone where my phone has to be far away from me. So I can simply use it as a remote from my watch. And it also makes some finer things easier, like using Siri to set up a reminder, ask for the weather outside, pay using Apple Pay, and so on. So if you're considering to get a new Apple Watch this year, I would say you should probably save those few extra $100 on Series 8 and go for the Series 7. The only difference between Series 7 and the Series 8 is the body temperature sensor and the crash detection. So it's definitely not worth upgrading from Series 7 to Series 8, but if you're going for a newer watch, I would say Series 7 would be a better value for money. So this has been my experience using this watch over the past 1 year. I absolutely love using it for the fact that you can have multiple watch faces to match your attire for the day, track your workouts. It also tells you aspects of your health. So all in all, it's a better package and a good value for money. But if you're looking at Apple Watch or any smartwatch just to tell time, you will be pretty disappointed.